Shalom, Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
I'm the brother Yawana, and to my left,
The brother Kwana Wath.
and we are the brothers from the GMS Arizona camp, coming back at y'all with Lord's will, another edifying lesson. Of course, as always, before we start, we like to give all praise, honor, and infinite glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers. Shalom to you brothers pushing and teaching this truth across the four winds of this earth. And as always, peace, blessings, and many salutations be to you, sincere Akyam wa Akwath, tuning in.
Khan, the water boy. Shalom to all you Akim, you Akwath, you brothers, and you few sisters who subscribe to this doctrine that was given through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, to our beloved elder apostles, on down to the elder bishops, elders, and Akim pushing this gospel and truth in its sincerity today. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto you and your households. You know, may the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord, will fall upon our houses, man. And Lord will, this is the edifying lesson, Lord will. It is straight to the point, you know, it's going to be a quick, you know, little pre-camp lesson.
That's right.
Right? Just ultimately touching on, you know, how those that are over there in the land of Israel, right, just based off of current events, right, proves that they are not the true children of Israel. They are not the true Israelites, man.
That's right.
You know, and there just was a couple things, right, that, you know, we're going to mention again before we grab a couple precepts, again, proving, right, because these are all things that you can look up, man, right? You can look up, you know, that there is a skirmish that's been happening, you know, really the past year. It's been going on heavy, and only getting worse, right, with this Israel and Gaza, you know, war that's going on. And now, right, it ultimately built up to the point where you got now Iran and Beirut and Yemen and Jordan and whatnot. All these different countries are now in a conflict, right, against Israel, right, in which America is backing and aiding in this war that's happening, right? And again, they're only adding fuel to the fire, man.
Yep.
You want to say something?
No, I was
So, you know, again, just looking up a couple, you can look up right now, you know, Israel just basically bombed, I think it was Lebanon. No, I think it was Gaza. Salakia. It was Gaza, where they, you know, out of the people that were killed, 50 of the people were children, man. You know what I mean? So they're, you know, Israel is just is launching bombs, and right now, a brother has you know, something pulled up. You can read that real quick.
Khan, you want to get this one first?
Yeah.
Khan, it says, U.S. sends 100 troops to protect Israel as Iran launches massive airstrike.
Right, and you know, that's only a title that was in a video that came from you know, a news station, but nonetheless, they said that had taken place Sunday going into Monday. This last Sunday going into Monday, man. Right, so last week, right, this is what was taking place. Right, America is sending troops right over to Israel, right, to help aid, right, or protect or to deter, right, the launch that Iran is ultimately going to take on Israel, man. Right, these are the things that are taking place as of right now. Was there another one?
Yeah, there's this one too. It says, this is on 7 News Australia. It says at least 13 people, including a child, have been killed in an Israeli airstrike, all right, in Lebanon's largest public hospital in Beirut.
Right, so you got all this shit happening, right? Iran is basically about to launch, you know, strikes on Israel. Israel's over here, you know, attacking, again, not only the Palestinians in Gaza, right, and basically trying to wipe them out. That's what they said. They wanted to take over the whole land, right? They're basically trying to take them out. They're shooting missiles on Lebanon. They're shooting missiles on Yemen, right? They're going against the Houthis, the Houthi rebels. What are the other ones? Hezbollah.
I'm about to say, yeah, what's the ones in the Red Sea? That's like, it might be somebody else I'm thinking about.
Yeah, so you're going against the Houthis, you're going against the Iranians, you're going against the Hezbollah, which is, you know, Iranian backed, right? And so on and so forth, man. Oh, Hamas,
yeah,
you know?
I think that was it.
Israel is, you know, again, having to fight all these, and really all of these are so-called Muslims, man. So-called Muslim countries or so-called Muslim people, you know? Which again, and I stated in a lesson me and the brother had did, you know, earlier, that this is really going against, or going according to, right, Esau Edom's plan, right, going back to the Mazzini Pike plan, right, or the 3 wars, right? But at the end of the day, it all goes back to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, because it's a part of prophecy, right, that these things ultimately happen. But again, these events that are taking place, right, also prove, right, that those that are over there in the land are not the children of Israel.
That's right, bro.
You know, because these wars that are taking place right now wouldn't happen, man. If we can grab that Isaiah 60, you know, Baba Kashar, you can You can grab it either in the NLT or KJV.
Come on, grab it NLT. This is Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 18 in the NLT. It reads, "Violence will disappear from your land."
Whoa, violence will disappear from your land. So first and foremost, right, is as soon as, going back to 1948, that shit was done for. Because they came into the land with violence, man. Right? That's how they got that land. Right? By violence. Right? We know this is how Esau Edom ultimately operates. Right? He goes into a land and he takes it over, man, by violence. Right? Go ahead. Was there more on that?
Yeah, there's more on that. I said a precept. I'll read this first. Start from the top again. Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 18 in the NLT. "Violence will disappear from your land."
And if I may say, going into this chapter, right, Isaiah the 60th chapter is a very beautiful chapter because it ultimately gives you, which is a faith boosting chapter as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you read it, it goes into, ultimately, how it's going to be for, first and foremost, the elect of the nation of Israel, but eventually all Israel, right? How it's going to be for us, man. We're going to live in harmony and peace, and we're going to rule over the nations, as the scriptures say, man.
Right. Right.
And this is one of the points, right, and how it's going to be in the kingdom, right, when the righteousness, right, the proper rulership is being established in the earth, beginning with Yahushua, right, the one that is profitable, right, under Yahushua, again, the 144,000, right, and then you got what, the rest of the elect, and eventually the rest of Israel, right, over all the rest of the nation. When the righteous are in authority, the people are going to rejoice, man. Right? Scriptures even talking about, I think it's in Isaiah as well, that talks about even the trees are going to rejoice.
That's
right. So the whole earth is going to be at a state of peace when the righteous people are in authority. There's not going to be any more, wars. There's not going to be any more fighting and whatnot. Right? This is what that is going into as well.
Yep.
Which, why, if these were the true people of the Most High, why is there so much war, man? Why is there so much fighting? Why can't they stop these wars and skirmishes that are happening in the world? Why can't they stop it? Why don't they have the power to stop it?
Right.
That's
right. And it's like the elder Warren from the Birmingham camp. He always says prophecy brings clarity, man. You see, that prophecy, makes way for, to give an understanding of the times and understanding of how things are supposed to be. Obviously, we know we're not in the land, so the scripts say a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, man.
Right.
And that's who's over there right now, bastards. Okay, imposters. That's why the Lord said, I've heard the lies of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan, which really first applies to the real Jews, the Israelites, right? Those that are faking the funk out here, man, and really aren't in this thing sincerely, right? But then it also applies to these Edomites, man. You see, to the Ashkenazi, I believe it was the Khazars, which are calling themselves by our name, man.
That's right.
Because that word Jew goes back to the Hebrew Yahawada, or the tribe of Judah, right? Judah, right? Which in the Hebrew, Judah is Yahawada.
Yep.
See, but if they're the Jews, where's the other tribes, man? Where's Ephraim? Where's Manasseh? Right? Where's Naphtali? They don't got no other tribes over there, man.
That's right.
They're all just Jews, right? So allegedly.
Right.
It says, continuing on, the desolation and destruction of war will end.
Right. The war is going to end. There's not going to ever be no more war. The war that's coming, right, World War III, right, which is what these events, right, that we're talking about and speaking on, right, are ultimately going to lead up to, right? If we can grab that, which we can finish. Yes, please, Bokasha, and then we can come back and finish that.
Come. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 45, and it reads, "Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the land of the Chaldeans.
That's right.
Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out."
Right, and we know that Babylon, right, is ultimately named synonymous with America. Right, this has been proven time and time again. Elder Apostle Gabar, and I mentioned it right many times before, that Elder Apostle Gabar did a lesson, right, talking about it. And you can type it in Google, who is the virgin daughter of Babylon, right, and it literally brings up and talks about America. The scholars know this, the Christian scholars, right, everybody knows this now, right? And then the least of the flock, right, it's talking about the small hats, right, the Amalekites, man, right, the first of the nations, right, the Amalekites, right, speaking on them, right, they're gonna draw out, right, the least of the flock shall draw them out. Draw who out? These nations, man, right? And ultimately get them and create the situation that is needed for there to be a third world war. This is what's taking place as of right now before your face, man.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of people said that, oh, that's not going to happen in my time. Well, hey, Ezekiel 12 and 25, man. That's going to happen in your days, saith the Lord, man, O rebellious house, man. Yahweh Shem El Shai ain't playing, man. He's fulfilling his words now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But see, again, you still have, right, the people that believe that, you know, in the world that believe that these people that are over there are this righteous people, but they're not, you know?
Yep.
They're imposters, man.
Posers, man.
You know? Did you, was that it on that?
There's a little more. It says,
God,
surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them.
Right, man. You know, Yahweh Shem El Shai is going to destroy them, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and see what he's going to do is bring them down and set us up in our land, which is the land that they ultimately currently occupy, man.
Yep.
Right, the Lord's going to cleanse that land by way of ICBM nuclear fire, right? But see, you know, as well as America. But see, the difference is that place is going to get built up. America's not. Israel's going to get rebuilt up, man. And we read in Revelation, the 21st chapter, Tobit, the 13th chapter, right? As well as even in Isaiah, the 60th chapter, and other places in the scriptures on how the kingdom is going to be, right? It's going to be built up with precious stones, right? And metals and woods and whatnot. And the Israelites, the true Israelites, which today will be the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, as well as the Israelites that have been scattered into these other nations, right? And throughout time began to look like these other nations, but yet through the lineage of their father are Israelites, man. Right, are going to ultimately be put back in their land, beginning with those that truly believe in Yahweh Shem El Shai, which today will be called the remnant or the elect.
That's right.
And then eventually the 2/3 will come back through the loins of the elect into that kingdom, into righteousness, man. Right, never being on bottom again. But see, this is what's promised to the Israelites. Why don't they have it, man? Over there in the land, right now. Why don't they have what the Lord ultimately said the kingdom is going to be like? Why don't they have it? They don't have buildings and streets and battlements made with gold.
They don't even have servants, man.
No, they don't, man.
And that's why I want to get this too.
Go ahead.
You quoted earlier. This is Isaiah 14:1. It reads, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land."
Right, but see, they went and took their land, right? Or what they're calling their land, right? Which really our land, right? They're over there in Israel, right? They went and took that land, man. By violence.
Yep.
Yahweh Shem El Shai didn't deliver them up in chariots, right? And then ultimately take them over to that land, right? Again, when you read in Isaiah the 60th chapter, it talks about how the Lord is going to ultimately call for his sons and daughters to be brought from, you know, the basically the four winds of the earth, man.
Yeah. I got a precept for you too.
Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 36:5. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession.
See, they took it, man.
With the joy of all their heart.
Right, man. And they were laughing in our faces, man.
Yeah.
Right? They were treating us, they still to this day treat us like shit. You got Israelites over there, right? Which they call the black Hebrews and whatnot over there in Israel, right? They won't acknowledge them as citizens.
It's crazy.
You had a man, and this was years ago, but you had a man that was part of that group over there, right? That lived in that land, but went and became part of the Israeli army, died for the Israeli army, and they still don't even recognize him as a citizen, man.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? That's the type of shit that they're on. You know, but see, they're doing that to somebody who is an actual Israelite. That's not their land.
No, it ain't.
You know what I mean? And they're gonna pay for that shit, man. Yahweh Shem El Shai ain't playing with them, man. That's why ultimately their judgment is to receive that nuclear fire from these ICBM nuclear missiles, man.
Yeah.
The Lord has this planned.
That's right.
Was it more than that?
Yeah, come.
Yeah, go ahead.
Continuing on Isaiah 14, it says, "And the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids."
But see, they don't have no servants or handmaids over there, man. They don't have none of that shit. So they cannot be the children of Israel, man.
Well, scriptures say the saints shall take the kingdom, man.
Right.
Right in the book of Daniel, what was that, the 10th chapter? If I'm not mistaken, you see, the saints, and really the saints are the Israelites, man, pursuing the Psalms 148. Okay, you know, the saints are not the other nations, right? Because a saint is someone that's holy. You see, and the Lord says that we are his holy people, man. Right, pursuing the Deuteronomy 7:6. Really, all throughout the scriptures, man. Right, but it says, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Wait, whose captives they were? They've never been enslaved.
Right.
Those Amalekites over there in the land, they've never been enslaved, man. So, hey, come on, man. There's no way, right? All proof throughout the scriptures, man. Even again, proof with these events, you know, that are happening now.
Yeah.
Prove that those that are over there in the land are not the children of Israel, man. They can't be.
That's right.
They literally cannot be. But see, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to set up those whose land it truly is in that stead, man. He's going to return us back to our land, you know? And we can go to Isaiah 65.
Okay.
I think it's 17, if I'm not mistaken. New heavens and a new earth.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And then we can read from there on down.
Come on. This is Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 17, and it reads, "For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth."
And that's not literally talking about a new heaven and a new, you know, earth and what. No, man, that's talking about when you go into that word new, it goes back to renew, right? So the Lord is ultimately going to, you know, ultimately first and foremost, set up one that is profitable, as we read in Sirach, the 10th chapter, you know, which again, starting with Yahweh Shai on down, will be the elect of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And then what's going to happen? That ultimately, that process over time is going to allow for the earth, right, to be purged of that wickedness that Esau sown in it, right? Not allowing the land Sabbath and all these GMO seeds and all this other shit. All that shit's going to be wiped away, and the earth is going to come back into the state in which it is supposed to be in.
Yep.
Right? Being that Garden of Eden. Again, the center of it being, you know, over there in Israel. Right? Go ahead.
Because that word new is Strong's H2319, and it says new thing, fresh.
Right.
So everything's gonna be refreshed, man.
That's right.
Continuing on, Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 17, "And the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind."
Right. So none of this shit that we see here, man, it's gonna be done away with, man. Including those that, you know, are in rulership over it. Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed so-called white man today. You know, go ahead.
"But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create."
Right, man. And there's so many more things that are not on this earth and not in our sight that the Lord has prepared for us to be able to enjoy, man.
That's right, my brother.
Yahweh Shai said that, you know, my Father's house are many mansions, man. So, hey, there's so many different planets and galaxies and whatnot that, you know, Lord will be of that number, man. We're gonna have the first choice of picking and you know, whatnot and being able to enjoy those things, man. Right. So even though we see that the heathens are over us and people are over there in our land, and we ain't got nothing to worry about, man.
No, because just go back to that parable of Lazarus, man, which I did a lesson on a couple days back, briefly going into it, right? You know, the rich man, eventually when he's catching hell, he's going to say, you know, hey, basically show me some mercy, right? But what did Abraham tell him, right? He said, you receive you receive the good things of this life, and Lazarus likewise the bad. So now it's time for you to receive the bad, man.
Yeah.
You know, here it is. We've been catching hell for hundreds of years now. You think y'all been just completely living, you know, with ease, man. You know, living carelessly. You see, but in 1 hour, all them great riches, all that shit that y'all stole is all gonna be given back and taken away, man.
That's right. God.
Including our land.
That's right.
Continuing on, verse 18, "But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy.
That's right.
And I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying." Continue on.
Yeah, cool.
It says, "There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that have not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. And they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them."
Right, meaning these curses ain't gonna be on us no more, man.
Nope.
The curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, from verse 16 all the way down. Right, those are gonna be wiped away from us, man. Keep going.
It says, "They shall not build and another inhabit, they shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of Yahweh, and their offspring with them.
That's right.
And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and dust shall be the serpent to meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountains, saith Yahweh."
That's right, man. And that's ultimately, again, another beautiful, you know, depiction, right, of what it's going to be like, or description, right, of what it's going to be like for the children of Israel, man. You know what I mean? Nah, these damn devils that are over there in the land, man. As scriptures say, they're the synagogue of Satan. Right? They're not the true children of Israel. They're not the true chosen of the Most High, man. And they're ultimately going to be removed out of that land, and we're going to be placed in our land, man. You know what I mean? But that's in due time, and Lord will here soon, man. So unless you got something else,
Nah, that's it, bro.
kind of Lord will is edifying. Lord will straight to the point where we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel and truth and sincerity. Till next time we say, Shalom, Kwame Shalom, and Abba Shalom.